This presentation is about the use of technology in an early childhood classroom. I will share some data around its use, purpose, and some tips for educators to use technology in their classroom as a tool for education rather than using it as a reward or for entertainment. It is encouraged for teachers to identify the developmental level and age of the children first. Licensing regulations in the state of New Mexico states that media viewing 2 years and older will be limited to 6 hours per month, but not to exceed one full-length film in one day. There is also reference to age-appropriate content. It is also important for the educators to preview the app, program, or game that will be used in the classroom with the children. The educator should first identify the purpose, benefit, and approach when using technology responsibly in the classroom. Asking peers for ideas and feedback can be a useful strategy. Before considering which digital resource to use, educators might first consider where and how to set up a technology learning area. In this area, an educator could store devices and other hardware, as well as providing a space for device-independent use by the children. Educators should think of types of devices they have access to, the number of devices they have, and how children will be working on these devices. For example, if the teacher promotes collaborative work, then 2 chairs would need to be set up side by side. Digital devices should be placed in table at child height for easy access. This area should be within a safe distance from water tables, sinks, or kitchen to avoid accidental spills. Make sure you have enough chargers for each device and that there is reliable internet and Wi-Fi access. Parental control should be enabled. To identify a high-quality media resource, make sure it relates to the learning goals and identify the children's needs, that the content is free of stereotypes, and that the resource does not require young children to read. It should include audio, clear visuals, and slow and clear instructions. Quality resources should have an engaging story that links the children's activity to a plot while promoting solving problems. Providing feedback motivates children and helps them connect what they're learning to their world. Personalizing the content for them is a great feature that supports diversity and enables creativity. High-quality resources allow for different types of interaction with others and features characters who have two-way interactions with users, such as animated characters who speak directly to children, respond to children's actions, or intentionally model social interaction. These kind of resources usually provide ways for you to tailor the resource to individual children's needs. They present content in various ways and offer feedback or scaffolding based on child's correct and incorrect actions. Educators are usually aware of the goals for the classroom and how to support children to achieve these goals. As an initial step, educators are recommended to introduce the device and explain how to care for it before allowing children to use it. It is very important to remain aware that technology should not replace other important early childhood activities, such as creative play, exploration, social interaction, or conversation. All these areas can be weaved together to support a healthy development. Consider asking open-ended questions about what the children are working on while using media. Encourage them to connect it to other classroom experiences as well. Scaffolding knowledge and helping children make connections is essential for feeding a thinking mind. Another efficient use of technology is as a tool to communicate with the families of the children in your class. It is recommended to send home a letter explaining the purpose of using technology in the classroom to get parental buy-in for classroom technology use. 10 basic tools for communicating are telephone, email, classroom blog, Twitter for your classroom, texting, digital newsletter, classroom video via YouTube or Vine, video conference like Skype, FaceTime, photo sharing via email, text, Twitter, and class website. In the same way children share materials in the classroom, have them share their technology-based learning experiences with teachers, families, and other children. Having them use digital resources collaboratively with others has been shown to have greater potential for engagement and learning. Many open-ended digital tools can be used by children in creative and exploratory ways, such as cameras, painting apps, and storytelling tools. They can record experiences, and by saving them, children can re-explore and share these experiences at a later time with adults and peers. It is highly recommended to use culturally responsive digital resources. These kind of resources reflect the diverse backgrounds of the children you teach. It is during these instances when learning about home languages and families' culture send the message that their diverse backgrounds and cultures are a valuable source of knowledge. Use technology as an educational tool rather than a reward for good behavior or entertainment. Technology can become another teacher in the classroom that facilitates concepts reviewed through other educational tools to help the children use a variety of strategies to scaffold their own learning. Early childhood professionals understand the value of building relationships with young children, families, and peers. Using technology tools adds a new dimension to this experience. Technology will continue to evolve, and so the role of educators when using this tool to help students engage in relevant educational trends.